sessions improving my students' ability to speak fluently and confidently. Actually, when I started teaching, I found that my students were excellent at defining some grammatical structures. They were able to define what a noun is, what an adverb is, and so on. But when it comes to ask them to give their opinions on some current issues, they started complaining and saying that, "Teacher, you know, we have lots of ideas to share, but when it comes to speak these ideas up, we find it difficult. Sometimes we don't have the sufficient vocabulary that could help us articulate those ideas, or we feel afraid of committing mistakes in front of our peers." So, I started thinking about activities that I can use with my students, which could help them improve and overcome these problems. So, I decided to involve those students in drama activities. And here's the question: why is it drama? Drama are known to be attractive to students, and because children have short attention span and they are easily to be distracted, and drama activities are proved to work well with those children. So, I started emailing Amado, a native speaker from Spain, who volunteered to conduct many online sessions with the kids. And here we started. The children started having mini activities with Amado. Some of those activities are telling stories, playing games, completing unfinished stories, singing songs, and so many more. But because we don't have sufficient time, I will just go quickly in some of those activities. I will start by singing songs. And why singing? Songs have special power because they have special intonation, special rhymes, and they are very attractive to students. So, I started using sings with help from Amado, and the students start singing together. And this is a suggested strategy that Amado used with the kids. This technique involves many English skills: speaking, reading, predicting, listening, and writing. So, how we start? At the first, the students are given the chance to speak up their ideas about the theme of the song. So in the groups, they started brainstorming what do they know or what they know about this theme. For example, if the song was about friendship, they started giving ideas about the concept of friendship, what does this concept mean to them, and so many more. And the next step is reading. They are given just a few lines to read and trying to understand, and those lines sometimes have some, I can't say difficult words, but a little bit new to students. So they start connecting what they have in their minds with this new knowledge until we move to the prediction. Here students start to predicting any sentences or any phrases that they might hear when they listen to that song. And then we move to listening. Students here are given the chance to listen to a song twice. In the first lesson, they just live the mood of the song, and on the second they examine their understanding of it. Then they are given just a quick writing task, so to complete some sentences or to write some few lines about what they understood from the song. And now let me move to the practical part of this activity, which is singing songs. Now imagine that we are in a classroom and I'm the teacher and you are the students. Now you are going to listen to a song that I will sing twice. On the first lesson, you will just listen to me while singing, and on the second lesson, you will listen and I will stop on the end of the first line and you repeat after me. That's me. Today you are going to sing. Okay, let's sing. This song is about friendship. Friends welcome to friends will go. The season will change and it will show. I will age and so will you, but our friendship stays strong and true. Sometimes when you're happy, no one sees you smile. Sometimes when you're sad, no one sees your tears. Okay? Now I will sing it again. and I will stop at the end of the first line, and I want you to repeat after me. Are you ready? Let's sing. Friends welcome and your friends will go.
Your friends will come and your friends will go.
Can you move your hands? The season change and it will show.
The season change and it will show.
I will age and so will you.
I will age and so will you.
But our friendship stay strong and true.
Our strength and true.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing the song. Let me move to the next activity, which is completing and finishing stories. Here students stay in groups and they hear a story narrated by the native speaker. When hearing the narration, the narrator can stop at any point and just ask the students to mime something, or just to imitate a sound of a word, or to draw what they understood from narration, and so on. And this is a very useful activity because it helps students go beyond the lines, go beyond the words, and start imagining and also cooperating. Okay, another activity is matter game. Okay. Mirror game. This is one of many games that you can Google and use with your children. These games involve two students working together. They are working the same movement with the same pace, as you can see here. They are observing each other closely, doing the same action with the same pace. This activity helps students in many aspects. First, in being cooperative and also increasing their concentration. Another activity is having competitions. Here, students are divided into many teams and they listen to a recording. At the end, they are asked to write any words or any phrases that they had on their minds or they have heard from the recording. So more words, more phrases written from the book, more points the book takes. And this is useful in attracting students' attention and helping them being more cooperative and also more competitive. Let me end with this recommendation. The teacher should help students being exposed to an international language and many accents all the time, and try to build confidence in his students by every time praising their efforts and telling them that there is no right, no wrong in English and everything is acceptable from you, but just speak from your heart. Thank you.